Good morning. This is part of the first reading this morning, Saturday, from the prophet Hosea. Come, let us return to the Lord. It is he who has rent, but he will heal us. He who has struck us, but he will bind our wounds. One thing to remember as we read the scriptures is that the biblical mind was different than our mind. We live in a very secular time where we separate events from God. And when we talk about cause and effect, we talk about, the opening of the ozone layer is causing global warming or something like that. This was not the biblical mind. Israelites attributed everything to God. And so, for instance, with the exile, the Israelites wouldn't say, why has Nebuchadnezzar decided to attack us? No, the Israelites asked, why is God doing this? Or why is God using the Babylons to destroy the temple? And why are we being exiled? What did we do? And so they would ask that question, what is God doing? Many decided that the exile, for instance, happened because Israel had sinned and turned away from the Lord. And so God was punishing them. But this is also very important. God didn't punish Israel because he hated them, but because he loved them. And so it is he who has rent, but he will heal us. He has struck us, but he will bind our wounds. And so when God punished Israel, he didn't punish them forever. He punished them to accomplish something, and then he raised them back up. This is very different from us. We would say, oh, God would never intend an evil on us. And that is true. But God does allow evil. There's a wonderful little book by Wilfred Stinnison called Into Your Hands, Father. Here, I'll show it to you. And he says this, he writes this, God has everything in his hand. Nothing exists outside his sphere of influence. And he quotes Augustine. Nothing happens that the Almighty does not will should happen, either by permitting it or by himself doing it. And so if it's an evil, we would say God did not do it, but he is permitting it. And so what does that mean? For instance, in what we're going through right now, we would not say that God is willing us to be infected by a virus and get sick or die or whatever. But God permits this and then folds it into his will. And so in that sense, this virus is now God's will for us. Take Jesus. The Father did not will the evil of the cross. He did not say, I want people to kill you. But when evil men decided to kill Jesus, he permitted it for all reasons which are probably too long to go into here. But God does permit evil, permits us to choose to do evil. But once they chose to kill him, and that was in front of Jesus, the Father willed that Jesus drink that chalice. God willed that Jesus give himself for the salvation of the world. And so this virus now for us is God's will for us. It's our cross. And in that sense, it's only a cross. And I say that, I hope you understand what I mean. It's only a cross. It's a cross before us. If we pick it up and carry it, and we're following Jesus in this Lent, God will take care of us. I love this line in this book. God makes use of evil in such a superb way and with such skill that the result is better than if there had never been evil. Remember? It is he who is rent, but he will heal us. He struck us, but he will bind our wounds. So let's pick up our cross, this virus and all that goes with it, and carry it, trusting that the Father now will lead us. And if we follow the Father's will, the Father will lead us to him. God bless you. I love you and miss you.